Why, hello everybody, welcome, my name is Rubydung, welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I'm over here at the main base. That is because a new update has rolled out, a very minor update, just one of the 4.1.4.4. Oh man, I had trouble saying that one. And it's a bit glitchy, as you may be able to see. There's some particle problems, apparently, which I was not aware of. But they did roll out a couple of things that I am very interested in. So, to begin with, number one is, it particularly is three things. Well, technically two things, but I want to say three to make myself feel better. So, number one, I need to go all the way up to the tippy top here, because in this newest change, they have done something that I'm very excited for. This was something that was very limiting to me because of just the nature of how things work. But now with this new update, I can jump off of this and go into this one block deep area and live. So previously it was a bit inconsistent on survivability, depending on how high you went into the water depth you would go into. So it was deeply inconsistent, so I was never confident in actually doing anything with that. I only have about one or two things with jumping distance in the water in this entire world, just simply because anytime I try doing something with it, I would inevitably wind up dying to it. Even with the one out in the mine, I still died to it several times because it was just a deeply inconsistent mechanic using water in order to break your falls. So now with this new update, we can consistently jump into water and not have to worry about fall damage, period. So that will be very good for certain builds. However, another thing they have done is going to be with a debug from what they have stated. So this is very odd and interesting, but I really like it. So, if I were to go in here, and if I were to hit the keyboard combination of F3 and H, like that, and open my inventory, you can see there is now a new thing underneath the pickaxe. So let me show you what it looks like previously. So F3H, open my inventory again. That's how it normally looks. Diamond pick, fortune 3, efficiency 4. But if I were to hit this F3H, open up my inventory again, now it has durability. So, with this new thing, I can track how much block breaking I have left on a pick. So, I can actually manage my picks. So when I go to take them to an anvil, I know exactly how much durability I'm getting out of something. So I feel that's going to be very useful. So that's probably going to be one of the debugs I just leave on. But there is another debug that they created. So what I want to do is go over to the actual chicken farm to show off the other one. So I go all the way in here and we can look here. Oh, and eggs have been going everywhere. They've been launching, apparently. That's interesting. But what I want to do in here is, if you look up here, and I go to my keyboard again, and I hit F3B, we now have a border for entities. So, all entities have a hitbox. It is just the square region that exists around the entity. And anytime they were to take damage, it needs to get hit in the hitbox. So, if F3B enabled, you can see all hitboxes. This is for any entity with a hitbox. So, for the chickens here, you can see the ones up there and the ones over here. I'm unsure if you can see your own. Okay, it's not the most well built at the moment if I hit this. Because clearly that is the size of my hitbox, but it is improperly bound to me. So I guess it's still a bit buggy. But, yeah. That's currently the new things that they have added. I think it's just a bunch of little test stuff. But I'm really excited for the F3H thing. I feel that is an actually good change, because being able to micromanage tools was annoying previously, because you just had to do it based off the very broad damage bar, but now you have an exact number bound to that, so we don't have to worry about that as much. So I really like that. I just hope they fix the particles somewhat soon, because that's going to get annoying sooner or later. And I have 1 egg remaining. That's fun. But anyways, in today's episode, I plan on doing something very special. I am over here at the second base, which has fallen significantly to the point of not really even being considered a base. This is just a bunch of random amalgamations kind of strapped together. This has very little link to each other. I have a portal, I have a room with nothing, I have a melon and pumpkin farm that's overly complicated, I have an enchanting table that has a very likely chance to randomly kill you, and I have a spider farm that doesn't work. So, a bunch of random garbage is just kind of strapped together here at this base. So, what I plan on doing in today's episode is, my hope is to go through here and remove all of it. That I actually do plan to remove all of it. So, almost everything here is very much not something I want to be doing with a base. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to, in this episode, go through here and redesign the entire thing into a base that I feel would be an actual benefit to what I'm actually wanting to do, opposed to just random straps of garbage held together with twine. So, first things first, I'm going to be getting rid of all of this lava. This has near no benefit to actually what I am wanting in this design. So I feel this room itself looks cool, but I feel that for an actual base, it does not make a good entire design. So, first steps first, remove all of it. So, I'm going to be systematically going through here and getting rid of each of these buildings, starting with the enchanting room. So, I'm going to get rid of this, and then I'll be back with you guys, hopefully with almost all of this torn down and put into some chests. Okay, I have gone through and have removed a majority of it. So the only things that remain now are the elevator for the spider farm and the surrounding bits for the actual enchanting table, along with the enchanting table and the lava. I removed the lava at the very start of all this, as you saw in the first clip. I removed all that lava because I knew it was going to take forever for it to go away. And I was correct, because I had enough time to destroy everything here. I've wiped out just about everything in every aspect of this base, gone through multiple tools, I even did some enchanting, and it's still not gone. So this lava is a problem. So I might have to honestly AFK this base just so this lava will go away. But the next part is I have a little chest area right here that has quite a bit of goods in it. Okay. Whoo, that scared me. There's a chest area right there, a double chest and a single chest that have, not all, but quite a bit of the base lying inside of them. I have made a trip back to my original spawn back when I wanted to do some enchanting to store that stuff away, but quite a bit of the base is sitting in that chest. So, my next thing I'm wanting to do is transport all of this to a different area. But as I'm waiting for this lava to go away, I can now show you why I destroyed all this, because it might seem kind of odd to just destroy something out of the blue. Like, why would I go out? Why would I destroy something? There is nothing to gain from destroying a thing, but there is to gain if I decide to rebuild something else. Whoop, down here, pick up that plank. What I'm planning on doing is a very small thing that I built a long time ago. Matter of fact, I believe I built this back during the beta versions. This here was my project that I was going to build as an underwater base. So go all the way down here, and we can have access to a little underwater base. And you could have seen that whole base right from down here, and it didn't look good. So, what I'm planning on now, since that is gone, to go back through here and actually make this a base. To make like little chains of little pods that go around under the water here. Maybe like little environmental areas. Actually put an enchanting table here. And, most importantly, come back all the way up here. If I'm going to be doing that, I can also reuse one of the other projects I've had here, because this whole base has been a whole combination of random projects that I've stapled together. But now, I'm trying to make it cohesive and interesting. So, with that, now I can, since I'm doing an underwater base, I can have a tunnel going all the way from that all the way to over here, in which I can connect all the way to about a certain level, probably a little bit higher, but then have a large drop down. Oh, wow, that is, oh, golly, that is a lot of slime. I was not expecting that. Oh my god, what? You have quite the range there, bud. Come all the way back up here. But, so, go back through here, mine out the rest of this block here, fill in the floor with the lava I was wanting to fill it in with. Then, I can put the portal all the way up there, and I'll have this massive circular area in which to actually be building the portal room. So, that is my current hope. I need to mine out more of this ground here, and also come up with a good design for the underwater portion. So, I am going to jump all the way back over to the underwater portion now and begin designing what I hope will be a good design that I can be using for the underwater portion. So, I'll be right back with you with that built up. Alright, and now I've done the renovations. So this is approximately what I am thinking for the area. It's a little bit older style of building. Not using, I'm mainly using brick, sandstone, wood planks, blue wool, and the lapis blocks. Mainly just to kind of give a bordering around the area here. I was kind of debating on whether I wanted to use anything like more special, any one of the new blocks, but honestly, I was just kind of debating that, thinking it over. I was like, you know what, I actually kind of want to build with probably a palette that was around back when I first built the base. So, I feel like that is actually, like, pretty indicative of that. So, it's a pretty interestingly styled base because of it. So, I really do like it, though, either way. Though I will have to absolutely go mining for some more lapis, because this actually did hit into a surprising amount of my lapis supply, and more notably my wool supply. I actually am probably going to use sort of sheep farm here in this area, just so I can continue to extend this base. So that's going to have to be something that I'll have to note for the future here. Also, a little bit of a side note. In case you guys didn't see this previously, but if I come all the way up here, you can see there is a massive thing of ice out here. But luckily, because of how game mechanics work, I can go down here, and I'm not going to see the ice. So, as long as I can keep my base significantly under the water, and I don't get too close to that ice shield, I don't have to worry about the ice making a bad view. So, that's a good little thing there. Also, this is just kind of like a little hub room, so I only really have a couple of furnaces, a crafting table, and a bed here. So, probably going to put like a couple more things. Might put some more furnaces over here. There's probably going to be some storage. Actually, let me create some storage right now, because apparently I didn't bring any wood with me. So, not right now. Actually, no, I can go get wood. So that is currently what I have designed for the little hub area, in which case I plan on extending it out in this direction, and then this little 4x4 area here, I plan on extending all the way out in this direction. Either that one, or there's a little 1x1 there that I can extend off in this direction, so that way it meets up with this ladder here. The ladder would be the center of that, so I need to grab the coordinates to that, so that way I can make the tunnel and appropriate a perfect little passageway so that way I can put the nether portal underground. Because I'm kind of getting tired of it being above ground, because anytime I go through it, it is infested with mobs. Absolutely overflowing with them. So that's going to have to be a thing that I redesign about it. So we're going to have to be moving that here momentarily. But either way, let me go put these chests down here at the actual base here very quickly. But yeah, I need to, let me also show you what I was talking about with the actual bypass area. Passageway is a more correct term. Because I'm wanting to do it right here. I think this would be the correct area. If not, then I might have to do some moving around so it would be appropriate. I might have it be a split, in which case I can enter here or here. I'm not too sure yet, but either way, I left that area and this area open for actual chests. So let me put those in so that way I can move that storage that's all the way up there to down here. So that way I can move around items appropriately for this area without having to worry about going up and down, swimming through the water, worrying about the knights, doing all that stuff. I can just worry about having all my stuff down here. Now we just need to hook up the nether portal. So let me move all my things and I'll be back with you guys, hopefully with a tunnel appropriately planned out. Why, hello there, buddy. Oh, nope, he's gone. So long. Oh, nope, he's coming back. Okay, that's interesting. But, yes, so I dug out this little tunnel here leading all the way to the ladders. It does need quite a bit of adjustment, but I'm underneath a whole bunch of sand, so it's a tad annoying. The next thing that needs to get done is this whole thing needs to get dug out all the way to the bedrock down there. It needs to get filled with lava. This needs to actually get polished and made to look, you know, good. So, a little bit of a hustle that needs to get done on this end. But I also did a split here, so one there and one here. So there is two entrances. They converge here. So there will be like a little lobby area, basically, where I would be, like, maybe actually put another bed. Maybe actually put, like, bulk chests, like a whole bunch of them. So that way I can, like, transfer between these two areas. But yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking on the general terms. I still have other extensions I want to be doing off in these directions. I still have different things I want to adjust, like up there. Why is that like that up there? I think that's from when I was moving villagers? Question mark. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's absolutely from when I was moving villagers. Yeah. That's what that's from. So I guess that's still there. Interesting. But yeah, guys. That is probably going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed what my little idea that I have for the base here. I plan on doing a whole bunch more stuff with it here in the future. There is so many ideas that I have for this actual thing, and I'm kind of excited to actually, you know, do stuff with all the random garbage I have sitting around here, because a lot of this area was just garbage. It was a bunch of half-thought ideas, kind of just strapped together with no actual cohesion or any other plans put together. I was just kind of like, oh yes, I'll do this 100%, and then didn't actually do anything with it. So very sad about that, but now I actually have a plan, so that's very good here for the future. That lava is still going down. God, that's been going since the beginning of this episode, and it's been quite some time. So, that's fun. Hopefully, when that's all gone, I can finally get rid of the enchanting table and move that all the way out to that side of the island. Oh, and also I need to do a special thing here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So, as I'm going to be moving all of this gear down into the underwater portion of the base, so that way, I'll have the supplies in an actual area. So that's what I'm planning on doing for this. But that is something that can be done off camera. So you guys don't need to see all the nitty-gritty grind that's going on here. So I will be sparing you guys from it. So with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have any ideas for things you want to see me do in the future, obviously tell me down below. But that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. So long, and see ya. Bye. Oh, crap!